everybody. I was wondering what I was going to do for my video today. So I decided on some Mississippi cookies. These are going to be Mississippi mud no-bake cookies. So I hope y'all will join me. First of all, we're going to take 1 cup of granulated sugar. Put it in our pot. We need baking unsweetened cocoa powder, which I've got right here, great value. And let's see, we need 2 tablespoons I had been wanting to come up with some cookies to fill my cookie jar because my cookie jar is empty. A 1/4 cup of milk. Um, 4 tablespoons of butter. And my butter, you know, usually it's already measured out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just go down through there and cut off your 4 tablespoons. It'll tell you right on your package. An 1/8 teaspoon of salt. That should be about it right there. A 1/4 cup of creamy peanut butter. And I've got Peter Pan creamy peanut butter. I'm just going to put in there what I think is a 1/4 cup, which it's not a whole lot. It's like I need to buy me some peanut butter. I love peanut butter. I love anything you cook with peanut butter. Whoops, I wasn't supposed to put that peanut butter in there yet. So don't feel bad if you do what I just did. We'll get it out and set it aside until we need it, because it landed right on top of the butter. Yeah, don't do like I did. I saw butter and I thought it was peanut butter, but then I remembered I already added my, so I got my 1/4 cup of peanut butter right there. And you can line a baking sheet with parchment paper or a cookie sheet, whatever you have. I just spread some parchment paper out on my cutting board right here. Okay, over medium heat, we're going to bring this to a boil. That's why you didn't want to add your peanut butter yet. But that sugar will dissolve. We're going to bring it to boil and let it boil for 1 whole minute. We got to melt my butter. I made a mess. I got chocolate powder everywhere. Your kids might like to get in on making these. Since it's a no-bake, you just basically heat it up on the stove. Let me cut that pat of butter up a little bit so maybe it'll melt quicker. Yeah, I realized my cookie jar was empty. When my kids lived at home, that's one thing I did was keep my cookie jar full. Because they loved cookies when they got home from school. But once your butter melts, it should start coming to a boil pretty quick. It's coming to a boil, so let's see. have to let it boil now for just 1 minute. And I got my little timer set over there. I'm letting it boil just a little bit more because I didn't have it quite boiling when I first set the timer. Now I'm simply going to turn it off the heat. I'm going to stir in my vanilla. We're going to put a half a teaspoon of vanilla, or half a tablespoon, I'm sorry. No, half a teaspoon. We're going to put our peanut butter back in there. Going to mix it up real good. Now mix all that peanut butter up real good in your chocolate mixture. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Maybe not. And I'm also going to throw in just a tiny bit of raisins. I love raisins in my cookies. Now you don't have to do this. You can just leave them plain. They're plenty rich enough just the way they are, but I like raisins in mine. Stir that up. Now we're going to put in our 1.5 cups of oats and just mix it up until all of those oats are coated with chocolate. You got to coat all that chocolate into those oats with that peanut butter and that sugar. And I probably should have put a little bit more milk in there. As it cools off, they will start to set up. Oh, they smell so good. And they get a little bit hard to turn and stir. Once you get a lot of the oats mixed up in there. I may even turn the heat back on just a little bit to keep that chocolate melted. I'm going to turn it down on real low, because this is not a thick pot and it cools off pretty fast. Now, get me a spoon. And just drop them right on my, well, I'm sorry, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm putting them right out here on the baking sheet or the parchment paper. And they're hot, but I like to shape mine a little bit so they, you know, they're a pretty good cookie, not just a blob. Ooh, they're hot. Now, if you have a large family or a lot of kids, you may want to double or triple this recipe. I only used 1 cup of sugar. Most recipes call for 2 whole cups of sugar. And it makes a lot more cookies. But you have to increase all the ingredients. Hope you can see that. It is hot. So you have to be careful with it. Don't keep your fingers on it too long or it will burn. Woo, hot, hot, hot. See if I can get this one last cookie out. Now you do need to leave these cool for at least 30 minutes. See how many we ended up. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's exactly how many the recipe said it would make. 14 cookies. And I got 14 cookies. I gotta taste this. See, when it starts getting hard, it dries out in there. But I'm going to taste it. Those are going to be some good cookies, y'all. Really good cookies when they get cooled off. So there you go. Mississippi Mud no-bake cookies. Y'all need to try them. I know your kids will love them. And if you like oatmeal or chocolate cookies or peanut butter cookies, you're going to love these. I want to grab one and start eating it, but I can't. They got to cool off or they just crumble apart. So there you go. Quick, simple, easy, low cost. If you got oatmeal and no sweetened or unsweetened chocolate, a little bit of butter, cup of sugar, you can come up with 14 cookies. And I added raisins. The recipe doesn't call for raisins, but I added raisins to mine. That's finger looking good. I'll see you on my next one. Bye now.